What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you another video. Today I am doing episode 3 of Star Wars reaction time videos. As I said before, I am skipping over 2 intentionally because I was not able to find commercials for episode 2. Again, as I said in episode 1, for the episode 1 commercials, if you guys find some that aren't just like trailers or TV spots, send them my way and I'll look into them. But I could not find them up easily, so if you guys find them, definitely send them my way, and I will definitely look into them. But I guess otherwise, we're gonna jump into this. Episode 3 is titled, "Revenge of the Sith." This was in the prequel trilogy that they did after the original trilogy, to shed some light on the past and how things came to be in the movies. So not necessarily the most popular trilogy, but definitely a trilogy that is remembered in some form, whether it be positive or not the point. It still is Star Wars, still is still each of those movies are movies that some people will like. So I guess otherwise, I hope you guys are looking forward to this. I personally am. 3 out of the original trilogy. Out of the prequel trilogy, 3 personally is my favorite, and I think it's for most people. 3 tends to be most people's favorite of the prequel trilogy. Does that mean that it's amazing? Not necessarily, but it should be interesting to see these commercials, and I would love to know your opinions on them, and what were your feelings on this movie. So I guess otherwise, let's get started with our first commercial, and again, there will be a little bit less of an emphasis on toys this time, and this time I know for a fact it's less of an emphasis, more on product placement and other stuff like that. So I understand that now, so here we go, guys.
You have won $1 million.
Brendan, I am your father.
No, you're not. You just want my money.
Brendan, I am your uncle. Brendan, wait.
Play Choose Your Destiny at BK. Every game piece can win. Star Wars Episode 3 is at theaters May 19th.
Okay, so that commercial was a Burger King commercial emphasizing this whole entire idea that, oh, if you're lucky, you can win $1 million or something like that. And it was kind of a funny commercial with this guy. He's like, oh, I won $1 million. And then he opens the door, and then there's Darth Vader in there, and he's like, I am your father. It's like, Brendan, I am your father. And it's like, no, you're not. And then it's like, I am your uncle. And it's supposed to be this whole entire joke trying to emphasize, like, oh, he wants the money too. And it's not working, clearly, in Darth Vader's favor. It's kind of a funny commercial and unique one. One thing to note, though, that you have to remember is that they're emphasizing Darth Vader here, but it's like, his spotlight is the very end of that movie, so sure, it's important, but it's like the very end of that movie. So it's kind of funny that they really emphasize him to the serious extent that he gets the emphasis. I mean, it makes sense because really he is like the highlight. People will always remember him, but it is interesting to note that they went out of their way to do that, and I get it, but it is something interesting. I don't know. I keep on going back and forth with it, but yeah. So cool commercial. Again, this is, emphasizing Burger King. And I remember these kind of commercials for sure. For those who do not know, these commercials came out like 2005. So, they're not that old. They're like 10 years old now. So, yeah. I mean, episode 3, yeah, it's 10 years old just about now. So, as of May, it will be 10 years old. So, yeah, let's keep... Oh, no, actually, no. What am I saying? It's more than 10 years old now. As of May, it'll be May of 2016, it will be 11 years old. What am I saying? Right. So, let's keep going.
That cheeseburger you do not want.
I do not want that cheeseburger.
Those fries give Yoda.
Here, have my fries.
Your drink desire you not.
The Diet Pepsi, I do want.
Want you not.
Do
Not want.
This summer, grab a Diet Pepsi and see Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
that actually was a fun commercial. For the that one, obviously, you know, it's showing off Yoda and he's using Jedi mind tricks. Again, it is a Pepsi commercial. For those that do not remember, last time I did episode 1, there was a Pepsi commercial. In that case, it was regular Pepsi. This was Diet Pepsi. It doesn't matter. That's really not the point of this. But that commercial was very unusual. This commercial isn't unusual. It's actually really good. I actually really like this one. That one was bizarre. This one was actually very fun. You know, really simple commercial that has this whole entire emphasis on Jedi mind tricks and like him desiring the Pepsi and all that. You know, it's kind of cool. You have Chewbacca there also. I don't know where this was. I'm guessing like maybe like a Denny's or something like that. Which, you know, it's fine. I mean, the recent Fantastic Four movie did that, and does it imply it's bad? Not necessarily. I'm just saying that is a thing. So, and I actually do remember this commercial to an extent, which is, it's funny to think that I actually do remember this commercial, even though it's been like, you know, at least 10 years now. So it is kind of funny just to think back and be like, wow, really? I actually remember this commercial? That's so funny. And yeah, it is interesting. I do like to see that occasionally when it's an older commercial and be able to think to myself like, oh yeah, I remember that commercial. That was a cool commercial back then. And believe me when I say there's plenty of these commercials that I see all the time. A lot of these commercials I haven't seen before. I mean, in the 3 reaction series that I've done so far, there have been plenty of commercials that I've never seen, and there have been some that I've definitely have seen for all 3 of the franchises that I've done so far. So it's definitely something interesting. So let's keep going, guys.